Hello, this is the tradesight U.S. stocks and futures preview and domestic economic data preview for the week beginning Tuesday, the 26th of May, 2015, ending on Friday, the 29th. This is a shortened week due to the Monday Memorial Day holiday. It's also the end of the month of May. Friday will be the last trading day of May. Here's a look at the ES front month futures contract. You can see the 5 last days were very flat. We did break out to new highs the prior week and basically flatlined. I've been talking about this. If this is a breakout of a nice cup and handle formation, we did not have the volume to justify a big move here, and so this is actually very worrisome. Usually, when you get a breakout, if it's going to be solid, you're going to have a good volume and get a good move right out of the gate. Here, we've had 5 very boring days. Now you can see what the intra-week action looks like when we go to the intraday stuff. But this is just not good for the market. And so for the idea that we made a breakout on options expiration Friday over a week ago, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday really couldn't make any progress is not a positive. And once again, market's very flat for the week. We did have a good trading week from a stocks and futures perspective, but the range overall was narrow, as you'll see, and it's just not promising. All right, the S&P on Friday had lost 4 points. NDX, NASDAQ 100 lost 2. It has not yet made a new high. SOX was up a point on Friday and up a little bit for the week. Has not yet made a new high. Biotechs have crept back up to where that 13 sell signal occurred, and they're having problems making any new highs from there. Google was up a little bit each day this week. Apple was up a little bit each day this week as well, approaching new highs very slowly on Apple. Here's the VIX. The volatility index actually got swept new lows for the year. New lows for the year on Friday, and basically got a low close for the year. That's unexciting. We don't like to see the VIX that low. Here's the crude oil at 59.72 to close out the week. Gold was down a little bit this week. The trend, and most importantly, the 10-day moving average of the trend got a 1.2 close on Friday, and the moving average is up to 1.07. So that look we had about 2 weeks ago where the moving average, the blue line, almost got under 0.85, didn't quite get there. That would have been a massive sell signal for the market. That didn't happen, and now we're nowhere near having to deal with that number. The other thing that was disappointing this week was volume, of course. We had one day over 1.6 billion shares on the NASDAQ, but the other 4 days were all below it. And Friday, of course, only 1.4 because everybody had headed out early for the long Memorial weekend. So that gets marked down as basically the third lowest volume day of the year so far. But we knew that was coming, and that's kind of holiday related. Volume's bad in general, but that one day doesn't mean much to us. All right, let's look at the intra-week action on the futures. We'll go to 10-minute bars, 10-minute candles, so we can see what happened. And again, look how flat this is. Monday, little push up for the session, and then Tuesday, a little bit of wiggling, but flat. Wednesday flat. Thursday tried to push up again after a lower close on Wednesday. Came back up to the highs of the week on Thursday, but failed. Friday basically flat. And if you look at that, by the way, essentially the entire week in a 16-point range on the ES. That's the average daily range. We usually trade 16 points on a day in the ES, and the whole week was in 16. So that's for us to have made money this week doing what we do. A lot of our trade calls worked fine. But you got to realize this isn't a week that on paper looks like you should have made much. Here's the NASDAQ side. It was a little more positive, 80 points of range here on the NASDAQ futures, and a little more directional bias to the upside, not quite as flat, but overall still nothing to get excited about. All right, so what do we got this week in terms of economic data? Monday is a holiday. It's the Memorial Day holiday, so we've got no trading on Monday. So it's a shortened week. Tuesday, durable orders an hour before the bell. Case-Shiller 20-city index 30 minutes before the bell, along with the FHFA housing price index. 30 minutes into the market, new home sales and consumer confidence. That can certainly get things going for us. Wednesday, MBA mortgage index at 7 a.m. Eastern time. That is it. Thursday, initial and continuing jobless claims. That's the weekly number. Pending home sales, natty gas, crude oil inventories. That's on Thursday instead of Wednesday because of the holiday. And then Friday, the second look at GDP along with Chicago PMI and Michigan sentiment. So we do have some key data, but nothing major for the week. None of the biggest data numbers that we look at. So a straightforward trading week. Let's hope that we can shake off the holiday and get back to work, wrap up May positively. The one thing I would say for Friday is obviously Fridays are always Fridays. They're less exciting in general, but it's also the last day of the month, so things will probably be a little slow on Friday. Hopefully not too slow Tuesday. Coming back from the holiday, sometimes it takes a day. Obviously, we'll be looking the most at Wednesday and Thursday for the any chance of good trading. Charts as usual brought to you by eSignal. We'll be in the lab helping you make money. If you've not taken a trial of our services, you can, and we will help you out for a couple weeks. If you do like these videos, please like them on YouTube. It does help us out. Have a great weekend.